Strategist at SJ Seymour joins us now from Hong Kong to talk about what's happening in the currency markets. That, to a large extent, Darius, is what we are seeing in the equity markets as well, as we see this unwinding and deleveraging occur through both asset classes. Talk for us about the won right now and the breakdown we're seeing in this Korean currency. How dangerous is this going to be for the Korean debt situation?
The Korean won is the weakest among Asian Pacific currencies this year because of a very precarious situation of the country's external position. Not only do they have current account deficits, but also there is large outflows of portfolio capital, and most importantly, they have a high level of short-term foreign currency debt, a situation similar to 1997, except that they have higher FX reserves right now. But I think they will not be able to roll over this debt at a time of a credit crunch. That's why there is a lot of speculation in the market that the currency will be hit further, and our target for the end of the year remains 1600.
1,600 for the Korean won. You know, I talked with a guest earlier, Darius, actually two guests who both said that they're concerned now about the shifting focus onto emerging markets and the ability, as we see the U.S. dollar continue to strengthen, the ability of these emerging market countries to service their foreign currency obligations. Is that a concern for Korea, you think?
It definitely is, because of the fact that there is a large foreign currency debt at a time when they cannot borrow. Nobody wants to borrow to leveraged borrowers, and the value of their currency is in sharp decline. There are several emerging economies around the world which are also in trouble, many of them in deeper trouble than Korea, and they already are sort of falling apart. A few days ago, Hungary had to hike interest rates by 300 basis points to protect their currency, and I'm afraid that Bank of Korea, which would like to cut rates further, will have to increase them to stem the depreciation of the won.
Okay, give me a sense then of the other currencies that we see trading in Asia today. The yen is continuing to show a lot of strength. Where do we see the next level for the yen?
I think that there is further upside for the Japanese currency. Our target for the end of the year right now is 94. Actually, this morning already the yen strengthened quite sharply. Basically, what's happening with the strength of the yen as well as the US dollar is highly correlated to the equity markets. As long as equities are falling, risk aversion is boosting the yen and bringing capital flows back to the US. This capital repatriation will last as long as global equities are in decline, and we are penciling in another 10 to 15% down for the global equity market. That's why both the dollar and the yen will have to rise substantially over the remainder of this year.
All right, Darius, thank you so much for joining us today. Dariusz Kowalczyk, Chief Investment Strategist at SJ Seymour. Have a good weekend.